I'm Brian, and today I'll be guiding my client Tino on this exercise called the seated shoulder press. So there are a few things that I would like to go through. Firstly, the plane of movement, which is the sagittal plane, as we are pressing upwards and squeezing our delts. Secondly, the main muscles being worked, which is our medial delt and our anterior delt. Whereas our antagonist muscle is the latissimus dorsi. Alright, so for this exercise to work, how we usually perform is by using 2 dumbbells. Okay, make sure that you get a weight that is comfortable for you. Oh yeah, one more thing, sorry. The bench should also be set up at a 70-degree angle from the back. Okay, so that it is more stable and so that we can rest our back properly. Okay, so next, how are we going to perform the seated shoulder press is bring the weights up towards this position. Alright. After that, many common mistakes done by people is that they flare their elbow too much or they press too far backwards. Okay, which causes them to engage their traps rather than their shoulders. Okay. Next, now the proper form. How are we going to press up is slowly bring up and squeeze your delts. Okay, aligning with your hips. And down. And up. Slowly bring down. And up. Okay, one thing to take note is that as we are pressing up, make sure you breathe out. And as you are pressing downwards, breathe in. Okay? So now Tino will perform this exercise with my guardian. So Tino is going to perform a shoulder press. Okay? As you can see, his legs are stable in place. Okay, back slightly up. Okay, shoulder blade resting. Very good. After that, bring the weights up. Somewhat of a 90-degree. So as a spotter, what you should do is ensure that you support the wrist. Why? Because it's more stable first of all. Secondly, if you want to support the elbows area, what happens when you press up? It might be unstable and it might cause the weight to fall on him, and we will want to prevent unnecessary mishaps from happening. Anyways, continue, let's go for 3 reps. So 1, squeeze, good, down, good, and up, 2, squeeze and go down slow. And last one, press up, squeeze and go down slow. Very nice, well done. Okay, so anyways, we have done the seated shoulder press. Next, we are going to move on to the progression. Alright? Alright, so for our progression exercise, we will be doing the overhead press, or for some people they call it the military press. So why is this a progression exercise? Because firstly, you are standing, makes you more unstable, and secondly, you are holding a heavier weight, which is the barbell for a start. Alright, so how do we start? Lift the bar up, somewhere at chest level, rested at your chest. Make sure that your wrist is comfortable as well. And as we push up, what I want you to do is bring your head slightly forward, ensuring that you have a neutral spine while squeezing your delts as such. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Up. Slowly bring down. Up. And down. Okay, common mistakes made. People tend to press halfway only. Or they tend to do too heavy of a weight. Now Tino will showcase the overhead press to show that you understand this exercise. Okay, ready? And up. Squeeze. 1, 2, and last one. 3. Easy. Break up. Nice. Alright, so now for our regression exercise, we will be performing the machine shoulder press. So why is it considered a regression exercise? Because the machine has cables which aids us in our pushing motion. Okay? So similarly to our seated shoulder press, alright, rest your arms nicely. After that, simply press up and squeeze your delts. Slowly bring down and up. Squeeze your delts. And easy. Okay, so now Tino will just do maybe 2 to 3 rep press to show that he knows how to do this exercise. Let's go. Press up, hold 1, squeeze, good. Slowly lower, up, 2, very good. And last one. Press up, 3, and slowly bring down. Easy. Alright, so in conclusion, the shoulder press is a really good shoulder exercise. Why? Because firstly, it could be easily, progressively overloaded. Alright, more weights could be added. For example, if let's just say you are doing a 5 kg dumbbell and you find that 5 kg is too easy for you, maybe you could consider lifting a 7 kg or 10 kg dumbbell, which also means that the difficulty is also increased. Secondly, it's also a compound lift whereby the anterior and the medial delts are being worked. More than one muscle in the body is being worked for your shoulders in that case. And lastly, to end it all off, the perfect rep range for the shoulder press is actually 8 to 12 reps for beginners or maybe for intermediate lifters according to the ACSM guide. And for maybe frailer adults such as elderlies, a rep range of 10 to 15 would be better for them. So anyways, hope that you have learned something from my demonstration with my client Kino. So yeah, hope to see you soon. Peace.